50 blades of grass, getting all the dirt. Let's find out what's happening this month. Well, good morning, John. Thanks for taking the time to visit with us. We have a busy week and a half, almost 2 weeks for the fall closure. What are you doing differently this time than you did previously? Anything different or pretty much the same techniques and approach?
We're following the same process. We're starting with our greens first.
Okay.
Of course, we were a little hampered yesterday, the first day with some rain, but we seem to work through it. But we're going through what we did last spring. We do a quad tine on the greens, followed by the dry jack later this week.
Okay.
Today we're working on tees and fairways, aerification, seating and top dressing of tees. And then again, we might have a little rain today, but we'll see what happens. But the process is generally the same.
Pretty much the same. So just to refresh some of the members, what is the technique used with the dry jet and why do we use that?
So the dry jet is a franchised vendor that we use. We get on their schedule. And essentially what it does is to inject sand into the profile.
Okay.
In combination with a water injection with sand. So they have 3 machines that come out, and we have our staff members help them loading those machines as they go through the greens.
Okay.
Should be able to handle it in one day.
Okay, so improves both speed of the operation, and you're also introducing not only water holes, but also some sand, which helps.
Yes, it creates a slit in the green and
Okay.
injects sand that way.
Yes. Are there any particular areas of the course that you're focusing on that needs more work than others, such as the greens, fairways, rough?
Well, I mean, we're not focusing on just one. I mean, we during aerification, we like to address all of it, but I think this year this fall, we're going to be concentrating more on traffic zones on and off the cart path areas.
Okay.
To relieve a lot of that surface and lower compaction. We will be getting a little more aggressive with seeding in the roughs in those areas as well. But really, everything needs to be addressed.
Okay. Since you brought up the traffic issue, we've made changes to how the golfers get on and off the course. Have you seen any improvement or changes as a result of the new method?
Well, 90 degrees is a little bit hard to follow sometimes. I still see traffic right off the beginning of the fairway. So, as we put some rope lines up, that kind of deters it a little bit, but there's still a lot of traffic right, the beginning of the fairway area where carts enter. So it's not really going down to where your ball is in the fairway. It's
Yes.
more like a 45 from the path as soon as it opens up.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit better education with the golfers to get a better understanding of the technique. When it works, I can see how that would totally randomize where the entry point is and hopefully the exit, and may improve it in the future. So I think we need to help you a little in improving that area. So
well, that said, some of the holes on the course, I mean, they're just tough to do that. That's all. I mean, 17 is a good example. I mean,
so is 7. Yes, but 17 is it's difficult because of where we have those trees and that very steep hill. It kind of a little dangerous to kind of go down at that point. So we understand there might be some variations in those areas. Well, with the season cooling off, what changes do you make in the normal maintenance schedule?
Well, depending on ground temps, we'll have flushes of growth during we're going into cooler, longer nights.
Yes.
So if our temperatures are up, we'll have a lot of growth out there. If not, the turf naturally slows down. So our frequencies may slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of mowing certain areas 3 times a week, it might be reduced to twice a week.
Okay.
We might be raising mow heights on fairways as
Okay.
wetter weather comes in and such, just to
Yes.
protect the surface area a little more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. So are there any future changes in bunkers and development in that area?
Well, that depends on the course audit that was done in conjunction with the Greens Committee. So I know that there is the audit that came out that ranked the bunkers
Yes.
in terms of their needs. So I don't really have a set number right now or where they're at in
Okay.
terms of that, as far as a priority.
Okay.
But definitely there will be some future bunker work.
Okay. I also noticed there has been some grinding down of pathways, and you have some markings on pathways. Is that something in the future, I should say in the fall, you're planning on the team addressing?
So we had identified, priority areas, safety issues, and there will be some path work done during this aerification closure. Um, and that should start. I mean, the weather might be hampering them a little bit, but they should be out this week, actually.
Okay. And I know the pigs and probably the crows love those grubs. What do you do to try to reduce that grub population?
So normally we do a late May, early June spray application pretty much on the entire golf course. And we have to follow that up if we see any more grub pressure in their development midsummer or so, which we have done. But I think what we're going to have to do is get a little more aggressive with the rates and additional applications, because we do a foliar spray application and then a granular application. Is particularly tough on some of the higher turf where most of this activity is. We learned that this material really has to get watered in through the profile to get down into
Hmm.
below the crown of the plant where all that activity takes place. So we definitely have pockets on the course that are challenged, but a lot of it is in that taller turf where maybe material hangs up. So we'll be paying more attention to that next season.
Okay. And then finally, have we caught any more pigs?
No, I just spoke to our trapper last night. He feels that the rains are going to kind of deter them, keep them up, but he will be rebaiting the traps right now. And
Okay.
his cameras tell him, and we notify him if we see any first sign of any activity.
I haven't seen much recently though. Has it?
No, he had dogs out several weeks back, and
Okay.
I think they kind of scared them away. But
Yes.
and like I said, usually during wetter weather, they'll kind of move up higher in the hills. They don't have
Yes.
to come down.
Yeah. Down to affecting the course and such. Well, good, John. Thank you for taking the time. I know you have a busy schedule the next week and a half, and the golf folks appreciate the feedback that you're giving them. Thanks again.
Very good. Thanks, Jim.
All right, John. Now, don't forget to send me those questions. That makes this podcast go. So remember, send them to this email address right up here. Thanks again for your help. Or you can add your questions below in the comment field. And don't forget to give me some likes.